All righty, kids. What's going on over here? Sure, okay. Hi, everybody. We're here. I'm queer, but we're here to talk about Bold and the Beautiful. We are back one more time for you guys because it's so cuckoo crazy, and it's the soap opera giving us soap opera each week. I'm James Lott Jr. I am your ringleader for this circus, and I'm telling you, it's going to be good, kids. It's going to be good. I have all the ladies here today. And let's start with the one she returns, because she's busy switching around the country, being famous and fancy. Miss Tami Dacovea.
Oh, good morning. I used to love the way Tony would open a show. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're tuning in to see this.
And Tony doesn't run the show. Okay, the next person is.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, like.
And so does the old school folks.
That's Tony's show. Dish and Days. Check into that show later on today. It's pre-taped, folks. It's not live, but they do address what's going on over there, folks. Woo! They address what's going on there.
Yay.
Dish and Days. She's here with the alabaster skin and I almost said pole dancing, but I meant to say belly dancing. Amanda Russ.
Hi, guys. I'm here.
She's here. And of course, we brought her back because she just won't leave. Miss Candice back.
That's right. I'm like Sheila, I always come back.
Oh, God.
But you have all your toes. So we're very fortunate about that. Kids, it is, okay, 1 second. It is, so we're here. Oh yeah, I got the right thing. Okay. I have the right thumbnail. Or I should say toenail.
Oh, so gross. I don't care how pretty pedicured it is. It's just God.
When he looked down, I was like, oh my God.
Do it too.
I was like, okay. So here's the show real quick. And then we're just going to dive in because, and Tami wasn't here last week. Thank you, everybody, for coming to, we had such big numbers last week. Thank you so much, because there's a lot going on Bold that's just crazy. Okay. Let me just run it down by bullet points, and then we'll get into it. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. We're doing Y&R next, and we're doing GH after that. Just all you know, we know what's going on here. Okay. Steffy hasn't told Finn she's kissed Liam twice. That's still out there. We haven't even got to that part yet. Half the folks don't know that Thomas and Hope actually slept together. But Liam and Hope have also gotten divorced. And now Liam saw Sheila hugging her son after he was also in the what was it called? The jail with her, where it felt like my real mommy. So something's going on there. But Liam caught it on video. And so now Liam went straight to Steffy and showed the video and told everything. Then we got Sheila released. Okay, that's kind of crazy. Then we got, let's see. There's all these secrets being held from everybody. Everybody has all these secrets. Wyatt calling out Liam, which was great. 2 minutes of Bill. We're going to get 2 minutes of him. And Ridge now.
Bill.
But Ridge, special communications. We get this thing there. And Sheila went to Deacon and said, "I'm back, Daddy," and with her 9 toes. And then there's one thing. It's like, well, and then at the end, oh my God, don't go in the water by yourself. Why would you turn this way and talk on the phone? Your daughter can't understand what you're saying. And then there's Sheila's Wonder Woman running to the water. There's
Pamela
so
Anderson in Baywatch.
It was Baywatch. There's so much going on. I think it was from the Malibu, probably. Anyway, so you guys, there's so like ladies, where do we even begin to begin? And Tony's in the chat room. Oh my God, Tony, you don't even know what's on it. You don't watch the show. You're hilarious.
Oh, well, you want to start with the divorce and just get that over with?
Sure.
Liam was not happy because he kept saying she was turning it around. Like, oh, are you turning it around? You're blaming me, and you're the one who did it. What'd you think?
Oh, Tami
has something to say.
Tami's coming in.
You know, there's a point in the relationship where you just have to say enough. he starts speaking. No, enough. Do not speak. There's nothing you can say or do in this moment to change anything. But you're turning it around. Enough.
Stop talking to me.
You speaking to me right now is serving no purpose whatsoever. Here's the deal. And she ran down A, B, C, D. Enough. You want a divorce? Papers. You're serious? Then let's do this.
Here. You want a divorce? You got it.
She did too. She was like, and here
And
you
he's
go.
looking like a, huh? What?
Yeah. You asked for it.
You want to
What
go
are
there?
you talking about?
She called his bluff.
Yeah.
But he thought she was gonna beg him and grovel and kiss his ass. That's what he thought.
I mean, it's a nice ass. We're not kissing it.
It's gotten a lot nicer, but still,
Yeah.
stay focused, Hope. Stay focused. Stay focused.
I mean,
Stay
but he
focused.
You got another nice ass around the corner, so.
right?
Tammy. There's another tall ass around
Tammy
the
started
corner.
it. Because Tammy's like that quiet. And she's
What's
starting
that
it
song?
already.
To the left, everything you own in the box to the left.
Yeah, that's right.
Someone else is coming over, buddy.
Yes, it is. What were you saying though? Candice Mack?
I was gonna say Liam was so used to Hope doing that stuff, like begging and
Mhm.
please take me back. Hope stood her ground, but Hope, I have an issue with you too, because I'm appreciated that Hope did it first, even though I don't like. Again, Liam didn't think she was going to do it because of the pattern. Anytime something happens, Hope will say, "Take me back. I'm sorry. I forgive you." And Liam is always like, "Of course, darling. Of course, you can't live without me. I get it." But Liam being all surprised and everything, again, because he didn't think Hope would do it. He did not think Hope was going to do it. But Hope, we've been knowing each other now for a very long time.
We've
So
been
I
knowing
need
each
you.
other. That's all we've been doing.
I need for you to take accountability on some things because, and I like, because this irks me to no point. So all of this is because of Steffy. Your whole thing is about Steffi's been in our lives for so long, and I can't take it that he's still in love with her. Girl, where have you been at for the last 20 years? Like, Steffi has been a fixture in your life since y'all were little babies. So to me, you're saying all of this, and this is the reason why you broke. No. You just wanted to hop on Thomas. Take accountability for yourself, woman. And got me all upset. I'm
I
sorry.
completely disagree with you. I think she's finally taking accountability. I think she's finally saying, you know what? Steffi has been in the picture for the past 20 years, and I'm done.
Yep.
Okay, but
I agree.
Because
Tammy.
Liam has never put her first, ever. It's
Okay,
always been both. It's always been, well, I'm going to focus on Hope for a couple of years, and then something changes. And I'm going to focus on Steffi for a couple of years, and then something changes. And he's been doing the family ping pong game. For
And she doesn't even know they
years.
kissed. She doesn't even know they kissed twice. If she knew that.
The chat room is split. Oh my God, it's funny. The chat room was split. Some were Candice, some were Tami.
But you know what, too, Candice, to your point, she knew Steffi was a part of the equation for, ever. And, people change. And I think Hope is like, you know what? I changed my mind. I don't want this anymore.
Yeah.
I
had enough.
But I'm not going to blame it all on Steffi because I'm not going to sit here. Like, I remember when Steffi and Liam was married and Hope, you remember how when Hope and Liam started sucking face behind, Steffi's back. So to me, I'm going to act like Hope is now all this because she already knew that Steffi has been a fixture. I mean, my God, Steffi is the mother of Liam's babies. Well, baby. The question mark, because I'm still questioning about Kelly. Sometimes I don't know if you guys are doing that too, but I'm still questioning Kelly.
Ken Clark's in here. He's thinking his bills. He's thinking his bill. He's thinking his bills.
I was just thinking, Ken.
Yeah, Ken. Ken's thinking about it. Ken's thinking about it.
I mean, question. So I feel as though, but at the same time, and I agree with you, Tami, it's like Hope is finally at that point where she's seen this pattern before. Because I always say, Steffi, Thomas, and Hope had front row seats to seeing how Brooke, Rich, and Taylor were. So at what point does somebody says, you know what, it is enough? But at the same time, don't blame it all on Steffi, because Hope, you weren't happy either. You need to stop putting blame on somebody else and say, you know what, I'm a grown woman. I don't need this anymore. I'm not going to take it anymore. I'm going to say, yeah, 50%, but what about the rest of the 50%, Hope? What about the rest of it? Let me ask you that, Hope.
Here's what's so funny, because you guys are all women. I'm not. I'm a man. And so I'm sitting here, and Jeannie Roberts, I agree with you. She got better dick, and it made her decision. I'm telling you, people don't realize how good sex does inform decisions. I think with Thomas, he made love to her, like in a way that she had never made love to before. And she keeps saying, I feel different. I want a man who just wants me. And I'm sure when Liam makes love to Hope, it's probably fine. I mean, I wouldn't kick him out of bed myself, but I'm just saying, Thomas and homeboy, Matthew Atkinson, big old strunken man. I mean, because I'm telling you kids, Matt Atkinson, Scott Clifton, two different men. I'm telling you, you cannot not count in the power of the dick. I'm sorry.
I agree.
Because Hoki's talking about it. They had sex like what, 5 times?
I'm all hail the power of the dick. Fine. Okay. But that is not, no pun intended, that is not the driving force behind this.
I think it is.
Okay. I don't. I think it's definitely part of the equation.
Yeah.
I think she's
now that it's happened, it's hook, like, and sinker, like she's in it now for the long haul. But that's not why this happened.
No, I'm saying I think she's saying all this other stuff. That's great. But I mean, sometimes they remember Quarter, they bonded and stuff, but they were hot and heavy for me. They were always on I'd be on top of them too, all the time. And I'm just saying that sometimes, I mean, yes, what you guys are all saying is cutesy and great. I'm sure it's all part of it. But I think I'm looking at this going, after the hot sex kind of cools down, I wonder if she'll start to change her mind again a little bit.
That's what I'm worried about.
Right now, I'm just saying right now, it's this whole like, she keeps saying, I've never been with a man who wants me fully. And I love how she's throwing it. And when she said it in front of Riz that time, he's like, I don't want to be like, I was like, oh my God. And Richard said,
yeah.
Like,
and when Brooke was thinking back on that.
Yes.
Just like,
well, you were here last week, but when she brought up to Brooke in that fight, it was like that. Brooke had to stop her. She had to stop her a second. She could. What was she gonna say? What was I gonna say? And I was like, So I'm just like, for me, you guys are all great and dandy, and I'm sure it's all part of it. But they led this off with there's an attraction. They keep pushing this attraction that she has to him, and that's why I keep saying, I know I have done things. I got a child out of it. I've done things because of the power of sex. And because she's still youngish, I don't know how old these kids are at this point. They're all going to be. But that's something I feel like she is coming in just like her, because Brooke loves sex too. Brooke loves romance. She loves sex. She's never been afraid about that. That's always been her thing. And so if Hope taking up that, she's trying her first chance to have it. And Sheikah says, I think Hope's somebody only has eyes for her. So she had to put the effort in there. And I agree with that. Plus, he's hot as fuck. He is hot as fuck. And
it's different. It's different with being with somebody who is 1,000% into you.
Yes, I'm sure.
She can feel the difference.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
right? Literally.
For sure.
Literally.
She can feel the difference.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, I think it's kind of, I just think that, I mean, you guys are all saying that it's great. I think it's part of it. Sure, it's all part of it. But I feel like right now, I'm trying to listen to the dialogue, and what he keeps saying, she's going back to this whole thing of, he makes me feel blank. I feel blank when I'm with him. I feel, now a lot of that's it feels primal to me. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. I think why not? A girl should feel it. Good for her.
Yeah.
I want a man make you feel like that too. Shit.
Yeah.
Why not? So I think, and so
everybody wants to feel wanted, right?
Exactly. It's like the only girl in the world.
Yeah, that's how you want to feel.
Exactly.
But you know what, guys?
Oh, Terry's gonna break it down for us.
Thomas is batshit crazy.
But he's hot.
He is. But this is going to get ugly at some point.
Oh yeah. Well,
It's gonna get
Definitely.
totally.
Because he is obsessed with her.
He is. It unlocked
The way
it.
he's reacting to her, and the way he's reacting to how things are unfolding, like when he found out about the divorce, there's no emotion, right? Like when he doesn't react to anything with enthusiasm, or like, he's just so
like in shock.
Is it shock, or is it just like
I think it is.
brain imploding?
I would demand it.
She broke him.
He can't believe this is actually happening.
Exactly.
He's dreamt about it. He's fantasized about it. He had a mannequin. All of this, like his fantasy world, is becoming his reality, and he doesn't know how to. He doesn't know how to react. He's like afraid that if he reacts a certain type of way, it may have Hope running back. If he acts like he's shocked. He doesn't know what to do. I know what I would do. So that's me.
That's what I was thinking. He's just in shock. And
yes, it'll be a shit show, Tami.
What was that?
Tami. So Gene Ross, yes, it'll be a shit show, Tami.
Yeah.
See, I was wondering about that.
I will say, and this is going back to last week, when Brooke walks in on them. And
what are you doing? We're having sex, Mom.
That was amazing.
Didn't say anything. I'm glad he just sat on the couch and just let the ladies duke it out, because but there was also a part of me that wanted him to say something. It's tough.
Zach Barber, he's shooketh. Thomas is traumatized.
Did you see what Tony said?
What did Tony say?
For Cocoa Puffs, yeah.
I mean, but he's cute though. You were pretty cute though. I mean, no, Matt Atkinson is fine as F. I mean, woo, he is. I mean,
no, James is like, all right, if you're this level of cute, then you can be this much crazy. And I'll still take it.
There are some guys, I mean, I'm sorry, these soaps, there are some guys who just transcend the genre to me. And, Lawrence St. Victor, I know your brother up there, Candice, is one of them. And so is J. Matt Atkinson. He just
agreed.
And Tami and I both. We know both of them. We've hugged both of them. We know them. Tami, you know it's true. Girl, you know it's true.
Shocking.
Girl, you know it's true.
To see them in person.
Oh, it's shocking. It's
I've said to James as we're watching everybody come down the carpet, it's like, how is everyone just not sleeping with each other all the time?
She said that, actually did say that. I was laughing so hard.
Right? Everyone's so beautiful. Like, how is this just not an F
like a big orgy, Tami?
The F fest. No, she did say, she actually did say at the Emmys, she's like, everybody's so good looking. Why?
It's not like we don't know, but in person, it's even more personified.
It is. Tony, you know how it is, Tony. You've been to the Emmys, you know how it is.
Yes.
Yeah,
they have that charisma, but they're all pros, and
yeah, exactly.
But still.
But anyway, I think this is, so you guys, this is real soap opera, right? Because it has, everyone is split in half. There are folks in the chat room who are team soap, and their fans are still team Lope. Then there are fans who don't want Liam with anybody, of course, because he's just too much. Because the thing about Liam, you guys, he's too much for me. Even when he's correct, he's such a whiner to me. I wanted Wyatt to slap the shit out of him. Why? I'm so glad Wyatt was on him. Like, come on, dude. Like, really? Come on. Like, admit it. I love that Wyatt was on him.
Yeah, I love
that. I'm sorry, what?
I love Wyatt.
He's more to do, but that's
he's the real hero, right? They say Liam's the hero. Wyatt's the real hero.
Liam's just like, Liam's too much. It's like when he talks, it's like, oh my God, shut up, just shut up. I mean, even when he's right about certain things, it's like, but going to Steffi, I mean, Steffi was shooketh also. When she saw that video, she was like, what the F? Oh, and one second. Thank you, Mick Floyd, for the $20. Thank you. Thomas and Hope are destiny, as Brooke would say. I mean, she stalked Ridge for years.
Can you imagine words like that coming out of Hope's mouth to her mother?
That would be hilarious. Now I want her to say it. I want her to say it. I want her to say it. Her and Thomas.
Oh, I want that. Do it. Yes.
Well, Mike, Mick, right? Mick, we want her to say it. We want her to say it. No, it is just, the show is, it's just, I mean, it went forward. It's like, he didn't wait. It's like, I give him points for that. He didn't wait. The pacings went really fast, which happens on the show sometimes. We've had this talk before. Sometimes it goes too fast, or sometimes it goes too slow. It's like, and I'm like, it's a little fast, but they're going there. They're going there. They're like, totally like.
Did you notice that Hope is going around telling people slowly but surely that they're divorced? Liam is focused on Steffi. He has left his marriage and his divorce behind him, and
that's your answer.
Steffi.
That's your answer, right?
That's your answer right there. That's all I need to know. I'm good. If I'm Hope, that's all I need to know. I'm good.
Candice, what are your thoughts on that?
Liam, get on freaking Liam. He's like that kid in my class. If they get in trouble, they try to blame somebody else too. Because my thing is, okay, I understand you taking your Galaxy 10 phone and taking video. And shout out to everybody for the Galaxy 10.
He was like with his,
but like he's all like, no, he's like this. Then like he sneaks off and goes Steffi. I get why he did it at the same time. Oh, this is why you need to buy yourself. As soon as one door closes, the other one opens, and you right in, try and Steffi, you got some issues too, and I need a drink. I need a drink when I talk about Steffi. Can we talk about Steffi?
How about Steffi? She got several things going on at the same time. She kissed Liam, and now her husband's in love with Sheila.
And she's lying. Why? It makes it look bad.
This is my problem with Steffi. And that's my problem. That's my problem. Steffi, why haven't you told your husband that you love so much that Liam kissed you twice? Explain to me why. Are you afraid of a reaction? Because guess what? You lying and keeping this a secret, you're going to get action. Are you not thinking about this, Steffi? Like, again, you wanted to break the cycle, but you're still continuing the cycle of lying and not telling your husband, who literally laid his life on the line for you, seriously, all jokes aside. And you're over there also thinking about that kiss too, and you're saying, I am in a committed relationship. I love my husband. But baby, you love me to speak about this. This is why you are always trouble. Now, you regarding Finn and Sheila.
You cut out a little bit. Yeah, you cut out a little bit.
Here we go. The heat. James, I said good. It's been between James and me, okay?
He's muted.
So what I'm saying is that with Finn and Sheila.
Can't hear you.
All of a sudden, see, both people was like, no, bitch, you're not talking about our show. Like, it's like they cut it off.
She said Sheila and it everything went over.
Steffi's energy coming through.
It's Steffi. No, Steffi. He's like Steffi was like, no, bitch.
Steffi coming through. That's son of a.
Much better.
Anyway, okay. So, because I got my headphones on, so I'm going to probably have to. So, what I was going to say is with Steffi is you can't, with Finn and Sheila, I was bad about Finn because he always wanted to know who his biological mother was. And sadly, it's Sheila, right?
You're cutting out again, girl. You're like, you were so good. What's happening? It's Steffi. That's so weird.
Steffi don't want you talking shit about her.
Exactly. She's like, no, bitch. You ain't talking about me.
No.
I'm Steffi Forrester. You don't know
Not
about me.
today.
You know, Lashunta in the chat has said if Finn is so committed, he's keeping secrets too.
He is. They're all keeping secrets. That's so crazy.
But that's just sick. Like what he's feeling for Sheila, I'm sorry. Like what the haystack?
But he said, I've never felt like this before. Like I really felt like
That's gross.
It was weird.
He was like, and
It
the
was
music
so weird.
things, you said the music.
the music makes me laugh all the time.
Oh my God. He's like holding his mom and like, okay, this is getting weird.
And that music was so dramatic. It was so dramatic and dark. I was laughing at the music. It was like, they're like, da, da, da. I'm like, Steffi's, okay, first of all, Steffi's hot also. We know she's hot. We know she's pregnant in real life.
Yeah.
For like the 10th
Again.
time. And she looks, I mean, Steffi's just so beautiful to me. I look at her, I'm just like, it's unfair how good
It is.
It's unfair. It's unfair. It's unfair. And so, but I was laughing because the layer of secrets is just getting bigger. It's more layers. That's what. So it's like we one big blowout where it's like you did this, you did that, you did this. I mean, like it's literally, and like Laura, Tami sent me a text. That's a text said, Laura, is it the devil? Is he possessed? Because Laura B says it was like he was a zombie or something.
Yeah. I was like, I'm feeling an Oedipus complex.
Oh, so Jean just said that. Very incestuous.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Tami said that in our chat. Tami said that in our chat. And Lee wasn't having it. She was like, released. She's like, and she was like, you know what you have to do. Like, she's like a son, you know what you have to do. But I get Steffi on one side. He hasn't done anything openly to make her not trust him. He has not. At this point, he hasn't. And I was saying, girlfriend, this could be a plan. Like the Bill one. This could be the plan. Why if Liam is trying to undermine your marriage? I'm sorry. Liam is trying to undermine your marriage. Why it's correct. He's driven by, I think I want Steffi again. He said it, how many times did he say it, Tami? I love you and Kelly. I love Kelly and you. I will always love you both. He said it like 4 or 5 times.
That was a cool flashback though that Liam had. He said, I saved Steffi's life once before.
Yeah.
And, going to, Jacqueline's so beautiful, even with all the mascara and like, she is beautiful then. She's beautiful now. It's like,
she is. She's beautiful.
She is.
Susan, I thought I was watching Twilight Zone. Yes, but no, literally, I was just like, she is completely going, wait a minute. But he is like just digging at her because she's scared. Those scenes when she was like jumping and thought she was like, that's what to me was
God.
Yes, legitimate. I think that's when someone you're scared of somebody just being out there and you're by yourself. That is scary. Very well.
Yeah.
He's playing on it. He's totally playing on it. He's playing on it.
But okay, what I don't understand, so the whole case got thrown out, all the charges, but the FBI was working in tandem with that.
Thank you. I was so confused.
Not legit. The FBI, it was FBI approved.
That's why I talked to you. And so, are we losing everybody at home, or did we forget something? Too? Like, I don't know.
Remember, they were in the room with the TVs, and he had the computer, and they were like watching. Remember?
Well, remember, the other thing did come back to bite him in the ass when they didn't press charges originally.
Yeah.
I had a feeling that would come back to bite them in the ass somehow. I had a feeling. And remember, I think it was Steffi who didn't want to do it at first. Remember, she was like, no, we got to go. And
Yeah.
And it did. But my mouth was on the ground when they said, Sheila, you're free to go. I'm like, what? they found yet another way. Keep Sheila out there. They found another way to get out there. And I'm like, I want to say my friend, I want to say Sean. I talk to I'm like, what's his name? Deacon. I'm like, Deacon. You can't be with her. He's so happy. She said, I'm back, Daddy. And went to kiss. I'm like, you can't be together.
Why?
You can't be together, Tami.
Hopes with Thomas. If Deacon wants to be with Sheila, she's a free gal.
Yeah, let him be with who he wants. James.
Yep. Just
Candice.
you.
Tami's like, she a free gal. I'm like, no. Deacon's doing better now. Deacon's better. Remember, he's doing better.
We don't want this.
Okay, so you're talking about the power of the D. Let's talk about the power of the P.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's very
What do
true.
you think the big connection is between him and Sheila?
Right.
That's true.
The P.
You're right with that. You're right
Okay,
with that.
so
The golden
until
vagina.
someone else comes with their power.
Their P. That does not sound right.
Power.
That
You're right, Tami. No, Tammy's right. Tammy's right. No, seriously. I have a child because of it. So I'm telling you, it happened.
Anybody but Sheila, though. I mean, no.
But she laid it on. Remember, they're having sex a lot in that little.
I know everybody's having sex, but no,
They're all having sex.
I'd love to see Taylor and Deacon. That was a really fun little
Exactly.
Me too.
Exactly.
chemistry, but Taylor doesn't have that edgy, dangerous thing that Sheila has. That Deacon clearly is attracted to.
likes. He likes the bad girl.
Daughter, like father, like daughter.
Mm.
Hope is half Sharp and half Logan kids.
Yeah,
Let's
she's
not
got
forget
no
that.
hope.
Yeah, she's
There's no hope.
No hope. Literally, she is half of each of them. I mean, the way she was conceived, kids. Hello.
That's true.
I'm like,
Hello.
hello, and I'm from LA. Hello. I'm totally Californian. That's the truth. And Liam is the waffler. We just know that.
Yep,
So
he's
like,
Ridge Jr.
So yeah, exactly. And he won't be by himself ever. We know that, right, Candice? We're like, he's not gonna be by himself.
I mean, it'd be nice if he for 3 months be alone.
Yeah, 3 months in soap time is like
He needs to suffer. And it's Tami.
he has to suffer. I agree.
Good.
Because
Let's
Rich
just be by himself.
I get points. Rich is by himself for a while. Brooke is by herself for a while. Taylor, so I get points. They did that for a little bit. They did. But now, Liam needs to be by himself. He's been sitting there with Wyatt, licking his wounds and trying to figure out what they raise them children's. That's all he needs to do. That's all you need to do.
He needs to leave Steffi alone.
Exactly.
That's what he needs to do.
Exactly.
So my thought was Steffi keeps thinking about the kiss. Nothing's going to come of it because I believe Steffi's committed to Finn.
I
This is
do.
my brain, okay? And then I'm thinking, gee, what would be the one thing that would break up Finn and Steffi? And I couldn't think of anything
Huh.
until Mama. Call Mama. I love you so much, Mama. You make me feel things, Mama. I'm like, oh,
Mama.
my God. This is it.
Mama.
Yeah.
That's my mama.
oh.
That's my mama.
That's it. That's the one thing that would break them up. So, and
Yeah,
And-
who's got the proof? I got the video.
I just can't with Steffi and Liam. I can't do it.
I know.
My heart is like, again,
Tired.
because thank you. It is very tiring. And okay, Steffi again, and you better not cut me off either, Steffi. The thing is, I'm starting to think this now. It's just, I don't get where your mind is right now. I really don't. Because like I was saying, if you love your husband, you would have told him the truth about Liam. You also, though, Steffi, you did kind of take away Finn's opportunity to know his mother, which I think has been very I think everybody forgot that, is that when Finn was looking for his biological mom and he found out it was Sheila, Steffi was like, I don't care if she's your biological mother. She's done horrible things to me and my family. And if you love me, you would stay away from her. You took that away from him. So in the back of his mind, he's always had these questions. And I'm sorry, Steffi, I know Sheila's done stuff to you, but Finn has that right. He has that right to kind of get to know his biological mother and to find out certain things. But that tells you what a great guy Finn is right now. Because I think there's some darkness on him too.
I hope so, because him wanting to know Sheila, like I will never get it. She's hasn't been a part of his life forever. And when she is a part of his life, you know, there's kidnapping, there's attempted murders on him.
He almost does.
And like, do I want to get to know this woman? I know who she is. I've seen what she's capable of. That I hope the dark side of him comes out, because then it would make sense that he would want to get to know her. I don't get it ever. I don't. But I'm very black and white like that. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't care if there's a blood relation between us. If you've, you know, attempted to try to kill people that I love, and you shot me and you tried to kill my husband or whatever, like, we're good. I don't need to know you.
You attempted murdered me.
We're good. You know, you do go have a great life, but I don't need to know you.
Can I say one thing? None of this would have happened, and we wouldn't even be here if Steffi would have let him get to know her to begin with. I agree, Candice, with you. And he could have made his decision, right? He could have got to know her and made his decision of, okay, this lady's a little crazy, right? Mm-hmm. And then maybe we wouldn't even be here.
But
she took his option away.
Pretty much.
Joy Jenkins says, Steffi should let him talk to Lauren Fenmore Baldwin to get all the tea. We would have loved it.
Yeah.
Be amazing.
They're all, what about Lee? Their chats.
I was happy to see Lee this week, by the way.
Yeah, she also attacked Lee.
Mm-hmm.
And Lee fought her way.
More than once. She fought Sheila. So, you know, like I said, when she was like, Sheila's released, her face, I thought she wanted to go over and find Sheila and beat the ass out of her. That's what I feel like Lee was like, Lee got a little black. She was like, nope. Like, nope.
Not today. Not today.
Not on today. Lee was like, not having it. Lee, we loved Naomi Matsuda. She's great. But it's like, she was playing it like, you know what you have to do, Finn. You know what you have to do. And I was like, and Finn's like, yeah. He just said it like, yeah, I'm like.
They're trying to give Finn layers on the show.
Which is probably good. It's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Some level, right? I mean,
to your point, Candice, Lee is also taking away his choices.
Yep.
Yeah. You were saying, James, you need to protect your family. You need to do this. Right, Finn, right. And the more you do that, the more it just builds that.
It's going to push him.
Yeah.
The more he's like, stop telling me what to do. Like, let me decide. Let me make my own decision.
Mm-hmm. What is that decision based on? Her lies, her turning on the mama bear stuff.
But we're men. We are not complicated. If we want to do something, you can't tell us not to do it. That's how we are. If we really want to do something, we're going to find a way to do it.
That's true.
It's true. I'm telling you as a man, I'm telling you, for good or worse, or good or worse. For good or worse,
for better, for worse, till death do you part.
I don't say good. For like, I have degrees, kids. I swear it. Point is, I'm just telling you. I'm the man on the panel. I'm just telling you, we are not that complicated. We're just like, we want. That's what we do. So I'm with Michelle Linda.
And I didn't think about that.
I'm hoping it's a plan, because I thought about that. Maybe it's a plan.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So, but maybe.
It could be a plan, but also it could be like Bill. He's trying to play off like he has, like maybe he does feel a little something possibly, but maybe it's a plan. And maybe we'll see that. Maybe we'll see a whole struggle. Maybe.
Yeah.
But see, Liam's running his mouth because he has his own agenda.
Mm-hmm.
He's feeling, and Steffi's fearful. And she's Mama Bear herself. So now, but like Brooklyn Arena said, the writers gave us a new man, Finn for Steffi, just taking away. Well, I mean, they added someone new in the mix. Thank God. That was good. We needed somebody new in the mix. But that's the whole point. I want to see how they go. Like, are we sure they're going to break up for sure? Will it be a triangle? Like, we don't know what's going to happen yet.
I don't think, for me, I don't think they will break Finn and Steffi up over like Liam. Now, Sheila may be the factor, but also, like I said, I was going to go back to this, is that with Finn, the reason most of us like Finn is because he gave us the break from the triangle.
Yes.
Right.
He literally gave us, he was the guy, the cute guy, could either take Steffi or Hope away from all of that. But let's not forget about Finn's OG. Because remember, he had a relation with another patient. We never got any more about that. We also know that Finn does have a temper because he beat the crap out of Vinny about the paternity. So is there a little bit of Sheila in him? Can it come out because of because everybody is telling him, you need to do this, you need to do it? Does he have a breaking point? What is his breaking point? I want to find out.
Well, girlfriend,
Can't wait.
it reminds me of, for Days of Our Lives watchers, when Lexi became Alexandra
Yes.
for a little while.
Yep.
Lexi was a good girl. She was a good car or whatever. And then she went a little dark for a while. She was Alexandra Demira, basically. And she had the famous red dress, and it was a big deal for a while. I think once in a while it's good to bring some layers. I mean, as an actor, I'm sure. What's his name? He's so fine. What's his name?
Tanner.
Sorry. You watched our interview with Tanner.
Oh,
Tanner stared him the whole time. But yes, he's so good looking. But it's I'm not also train of thought. Oh, but anyway, so I'm like, give more layers. Because we don't know much about Finn, really. We really don't know that much about him. Maybe it's time we find out what's going on. Like, there is some defects there we didn't know about. Was he too good? We don't know. We have no idea.
Can we backtrack really quickly? Remember when Jack came to visit Sheila? Well, he didn't visit. I mean, she asked for him to show up and he did.
Yes.
What was the point of that? Because we haven't seen hide nor hair of him since, and I really wish he'd come back.
My favorite sayings, hide nor hair.
Really?
I love the sayings. Hide nor hair. It's like, I can't win for lose. I love those sayings. Sorry, I just love that.
Tami and Jack, you know.
It's
Jack,
Tami,
right?
It's Jack.
It is Jack.
Yeah, Jack.
Again, we haven't seen him in ages. So, I mean, again, I have no clue. Where is Ted King? He won an Emmy for it. So where's Ted King? Again, I don't know.
Okay.
So we're lucky we get Lee. So I'm like, shit. So Lexi, that's all. Abe, she's talking about Abe's brother. Yeah, it was there. But I'm saying they had to give her a different layer. So I'm like, maybe they're giving Finn another layer because we don't really know. So we're supposed to be upset about this. But I imagine when Finn finds out at some point that they kissed
Twice.
I want Finn and Hope to find out together.
Oh, one second. Mick, she also slept with Abe's brother too. It was his younger brother, Jonas, I believe. Slept with Jonas and Brandon. That's the show both. Okay. That was a long time ago. Anyway, that's another show. I was thinking with Alcazar. He was good as Alcazar and so too. Yes. Sheila's so crazy. Oh, you guys didn't notice the man playing the judge was a Y&R villain. Had one of the most gruesome deaths on daytime. Real estate agent and sometime host Michael Corbett, who played the judge. He was from Y&R years ago. Had killer written over his face. They had
David Campbell.
Surgery, the famous, Nina and her mom and all that. Famous storyline, and was killed in a trash compactor. That was my favorite.
Nice.
It was gruesome.
Nice.
It was the
Good
best
one.
of times,
Good one.
Amanda. Amanda, you should have saw it.
But welcome back, Michael Corbett. That was good. It was good to see him on a Bill Bell show, on his Bell show. That was kind of good to see him. Ridge was inappropriate to talk about Hope and Tom at work. We haven't talked about. They talk about everybody talks about everything. I'm at the office. Trust me, doors are always open. Stuff happens. They
always make out or have sex, and they don't lock the door. I'm like, it's got a lock. Lock the door.
Hello. They don't care. They also do stuff. So yes. Finn is so far not the strong partner we wanted for Steffi, but he's better than Liam any day.
Agreed.
The poor thing. Scott Clifton plays the part so well. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
It's like everybody just hates his character's like, ugh. And anyway, but I just want to say, if you watch the show, you play the part very well. that folks just.
That's what he's doing, right? He's
Exactly.
he's so good at acting, we all hate him.
Exactly. That's what it is. And also a shout out last week, the Queen of Bold and Beautiful celebrated a birthday, Miss Catherine Kelly Lang. She's a friend to our show. And she's wonderful, and she thanked me for having. I wish I had a birthday party with her, so it was kind of nice. But she had a birthday. I think she went somewhere and had a great time. And this one, your shout out to Miss Catherine Kelly Lang, because 37 years on the show, kids, and she spins shit to gold every time. She does. So I just want to give it to her. And
she looks like an angel doing it.
She looks so good. Oh my gosh, she looks so good. And her facial expressions when her and Deacon, every time when Hope was telling them what was going on, she looked at Deacon. He's like, what?
And I love that moment because Brooke thought she was up to speed with everything.
Yes.
And then when Hope said, by the way, we're divorced, she's all, what?
Yeah. What?
Right.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You did what?
Funny.
Wait, what now?
She did think she was like, yeah, tell your father what's going on. And she's
Yeah.
like, what? I laughed so hard because she was playing with a little salad and she was like, what? And Hope's like, yeah, Mom. Yeah, we're divorced. I was like, oh, okay. Yes. It was also Henry Samry's birthday. Oh, Henry Samry's birthday.
Yeah.
I birthday to him too. I didn't see that. So I birthday to him too. We love him. Great out.
And it was Tanner's, and I think it was last week's 3rd year anniversary.
Tanner's anniversary?
The third one?
Yeah, Tanner.
Oh, we love Tanner. Tanner Novlin. Tanner. Yes, but I give first to you two. We're very happy for you. They're all friends of the show. But yeah, no, Brooke was like, what? But she was playing everything to him, and it was kind of cute seeing Deacon and Brooke be parents. It was like they were on. It was like they're okay. And because now he has his business and it's doing very well. As I said, Deacon's trying to change his life, actually. He's like, he got a second chance. But you're right, Sheila's his kryptonite right now. Tonight.
Were you mad?
He can't resist.
Were you
He
mad
can't resist.
when Brooke told Ridge that Thomas and Hope had slept together? Because Hope did say, keep it to yourself.
She did. But however, comma, and Tony, if you're still in here, however, comma, my father taught me this. My father, horrible father, we don't even talk. But one of the things he taught me, when people sleep together and they're in love with each other, they share everything. No matter what you think they don't share, they do. And it usually happens in pillow talk and stuff. So I always go back to that. And I kind of assume there's very few things if I tell one of my friends, don't tell your boyfriend or husband or whatever, that they don't. But I have a feeling it comes up at some point. Just don't say anything. I'm sure they do. I assume they do. Hope should assume. Brooke's like, I don't want to keep secret from Ridge. I kind of get it because it involves his son. I'm back and forth on it. I just feel like that's almost a natural thing. You're going to tell, when you say, Ridge ran his mouth though. Ridge should have kept his mouth shut, not let him know that he knew. That's who I'm more mad with. It's like, she told you, probably in confidence also, but he ran his mouth. I don't know what's about that. I just assume couples talk. Brooke was like, I wasn't that fast.
I thought guys just assumed, James. Am I wrong? Yeah. I just assumed if you're with a guy, right, and you're close, then you're not supposed to say, right? Like, I'm going to tell you the gossip, but you do know you're not supposed to say anything, right?
I don't know.
Like,
but
hello?
Someone literally says to me, keep this between the two of us. I take that literally.
That's good.
And
That's
if I need to clarify, it's like, well, can I tell Ernie or wait? But when someone says two of us, then I'm going to keep it between. There's no reason to say it to anyone else.
That's good.
Unless you want to start something.
That's good.
But to your point, though, James, Thomas is Ridge's son, but still, I get
it. No, I'm not saying you're wrong. I just assume it many times. I have a couple friends who have been married for years. They're super close. I figured I'm sure they tell them not everything, but certainly I'm sure they tell them certain things. Like, guess I talked to James today. Just don't say this. I'm sure you do. And
like, you're not gonna believe what I heard today. Right, you can't say nothing though.
Can't say nothing. I have people like that too sometimes. But yes, it's just that's just how it is. I just assume.
So Jean in the chat, I missed something. What happened between Taylor and Brooke?
They had a fight.
Over.
Well, that whole thing was she thinks that Taylor tried to set up herself with Ridge and was by trying to set up.
But did Brooks do something?
No, they had a big.
Pissed Taylor off.
No, they had a big fight in that office. The last fight they had, it was very tearful.
But before that, like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
Oh, when they was over in Italy, not Italy. Where did they go at?
Monte Carlo.
Monte Carlo, and that Ridge and Brooke got back together, and Ridge straight shot told Taylor, and Taylor was like, "Oh, so was this a plan all along for Brooke and Ridge to get back together?
But
Screw the
before
friendship."
Before they
Yeah.
went.
Okay. Before that,
Before that.
she thought Brooke was against Thomas. She thought Brooke was saying,
Oh yeah.
to everyone, "Oh, I'm gonna give him a chance," but really behind her back, she was telling Hope, he's crazy, he's insane, you can't like him. So she assumed Brooke was being shady. Oh, so you're telling me you're okay with Thomas, but behind my back you're talking smack about him.
So what's that have to do with Ridge?
Well, it leads. It just led, and then all these things started leading up. A kink in their armor was happening of their friendship, and it kind of led to more stuff.
Yeah, it was like a domino
women can't
effect.
be friends, Tami. You know, women can't be friends. Oh, it is. Mhm.
I think
You know,
the
we're
two of them
fun
are
apart.
the end game. Taylor and Brooke should be the end game.
I know. I'm for it. Railer. I'm totally for it.
I'm for it.
Everybody's saying Taylor got mad about Hope and Brooke talking trash about Thomas. Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah.
It started.
That's
how
what happened.
So and Brooke kept saying, "Tell me, where's this coming from? Why are you mad? Why are you mad?" And Taylor refused to say anything.
Yeah, first, yeah.
Why
Yeah.
wouldn't she just say, "Because you're talking trash about my son"?
Thank you. That's what I said.
I think because well, I mean, I'm not Taylor, but I think because she was like, you know what you're doing. I don't have time to play this game.
Lordy Lord.
Hey, you got the chicks, you tell me. Men don't fight like that, so you tell me how it goes.
Men don't fight like
You
that.
don't fight like that. You gotta tell me.
I mean, I'll tell you why I'm upset and why I'm fighting with you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm just gonna say, look, it's because I don't like your freaking son. Point blank, period.
Yeah.
If you have
But she took it out of context. It was they were talking about Thomas in the sense of Hope, like getting with him, like leaving Liam and getting with Thomas. It was the context of this. She wasn't like going around talking smack about him to everyone.
right.
Like Shika says, conflict about miscommunication, old age trope. Also, Brooke was in lingerie, flirted with Ridge. Taylor was trying to get, she was trying to pick him up in Deacon, say, Deacon, please come, talk to Brooke. Brooke thought it was decoy. It's a mess, Tami. It was a mess.
It is.
It was a season, it was a series of stuff that was breaking up their friendship to where she started accusing Taylor of all this stuff. And Taylor didn't say a lot of things either. She was like, whatever, bitch. You're like, whatever. And she told Rich, it's not true. It's not true. When you're ready, come talk to me. They got back together. Then Taylor and Rich had a little close moment. I was like, were they going to kiss a couple weeks ago? And she looked so pretty when she was like talking to him. And was like, oh, okay. So you're back with Brooke. Okay.
And Ridge hasn't said anything to Taylor about being back together with
Well,
Brooke.
yeah, they talked about it. He talked about it. Yeah. I said, they were really close in their faces. And I thought they were going to start making out or something. He's so
inappropriate, James.
Totally.
Why? This
They're
would
so
be me. I'd be like, why are you standing? So you don't need to stand on top of each other to speak. Back it up.
They were so close. They're like this. I was like, dang. She was like, okay. I was like, oh my God, you just make out with her right there. I mean, this beautiful woman in front of you.
And she did tell Ridge, she was like, you watch it. Brooke is going to hurt you again.
She did say that.
And when she does, and I'm like, Taylor, girl, he made his decision.
Yes.
Walk on by and go straight to Deacon's house. Just go straight to Deacon or Bill's house and top them because you're obsessed.
It's making you look crazy. Like it's making you look desperate. Like,
and you wonder where Thomas got it from, and you wonder where Thomas gets it from.
Thank you.
What's the problem with all these kids? This whole generation, they saw their parents. I kind of like this part because that's the whole point. Now we're seeing the show's been on long enough. Now we're seeing the residual effects of what their parents did.
Generational, yeah.
Yes, exactly. I kind of like that. It's like we always kind of wondered how would the kids turn out. Like, well, now we're seeing how the kids are turning out, And you can't really blame them on some level. All of them, you can't blame them on some level. Like, their parents were all effed up.
And they can't go to therapy because Jeannie says Taylor's a horrible therapist. No communication skills.
They don't have a coffee. They don't have a coffee shop, Tami, to go tell all their problems in.
Need a new set on
Candice, did you say straight to Deacon's house and top him?
Yes. Yes, I did. Go straight over there. It's like, okay, don't cry, Taylor, because you got Deacon, because they played that beat. They could have Bill and Taylor. Hell, look, I'm just gonna say it. Maybe Liam and Taylor. I don't know. This crazy show. I don't know what they can do.
Well, Joy Jensen saw here. This is Tami's man. She goes, bring up James Hyde on for Taylor.
Oh, heck yeah.
Ooh.
Tami liked some James Hyde. She was like, I don't want our show.
Girl, yes. 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 I'm with you. James Hyde on The Bold and Beautiful.
Sounds good to me.
They share actors on that show. That's right, girl.
Let's do it.
I'm just telling you, Tami was into. She was like, I know he's bad.
I know he's really good.
This was the one time Tami was like, you know what? He's that bad. Like, I could help him. It's that bad.
She was like totally into like
Little lie.
Yeah, normally she's against it. It's just like, he's so good looking. I'm like, hello, he's a bad person. He's really bad.
No, but
so
still.
Yeah, that was Tami. I'm just saying, we say it. She gets away. But she's like, but he's just so good looking. It's not fair. Like, it's not fair. Of course, it's not fair. He's bad. That'd be a good choice. Yeah, bring on some James. Everybody just like James Hyde is right here.
James Hyde.
It's like all of a sudden we're like, where has he been? Like, wow, he had just like he blossomed and he grew into his looks or whatever. So I'm like, woo! He was like, it was like cheese and crackers. Oh, like he.
A lot of these guys, Ted King, as they get older, Chase's dad.
You can't get it out. Gregory Harrison.
Gregory Harrison.
Yes.
He was a Chippendale dude. He was hot back in the day.
Yes, he was.
Now he's just like, wow.
They're all James Hyde in those suits would even make Brooke forget Ridge. Well, I know.
I mean,
I am learning so much about Candice today.
But nothing can top my Rick Hurst. Rick Hurst will always be in my heart, and he's gotten finer.
He's cute.
He's not cute. He's fine. Like, hello. Like,
Candice is like, he's hot.
He's hot.
I mean, the silver hair, the gray hair, it works for him. It's everything. I need Whipple Jones III to come back to Bold and Beautiful for just.
Oh, funny, that's right. He was married to Brooke for a minute.
And the famous foot rub.
So on that note, we're going to end the show. We got another show to do.
On that note,
we didn't talk about Kelly.
What, 50 people in the chat. Thank you.
54 people in the chat. How you guys love it?
54.
Hit the like button.
Okay, well, mention
Hit the like button.
I mentioned it briefly in the beginning, but okay, yes, we can talk about it for a second. I'm just saying, I got other shows to do too. I'm like, it's Silver Fox, and everybody's talking about Rick Hurst now. Everybody's talking about him now.
Thank you.
I'm like, okay. Yes. So Finn, excuse me. Now, don't go anywhere. I'm just gonna take this call.
Don't move.
Really?
Don't move.
All the way around.
You really have to dumb him down, writers like that? Like, really?
That was bad. That was
no
bad.
one in their no one's gonna do that.
No, at all.
Sadly, I know so many parents
That do that?
and I know who do that.
Really?
Because the thing is that you got to remember, some of these parents put too much trust in with these kids. Is like, okay, I'm going to tell Kelly is 6 or 7. She's like, so right?
6 or 7. I guess like that, yeah.
Yeah. Stay put. Do not move. Okay, stay right there. I'm about to go into my teacher mode when I say this. Stay right. Don't you move. James, Tami, Amanda, stay right there. I'm just right there. And you're already preoccupied with the toys, with the Barbies and all that. So yeah, it's something that, oh God, a lot of parents and people do is turn their back for a split second. Because what did they tell you not to do?
Split second, I get, but he's friggin' on the phone for like 10 minutes with his back to her.
but that's what happens when you're like it's weird because again, we are so preoccupied with, we have short attention spans right now. So it's like, okay, I know I just told my kid to stay right there. So, okay, right there. I gave them something to do. And I'm taking this phone call. It's one of those, like, I shouldn't, but I have to. It's one of those things is like, okay, what it's like on Young and the Restless with Billy Abbott and Delia. What did Billy do? He left Delia to go and get some ice cream. He told Delia to stay put. But again, you can't do that. And oh damn, Finn.
She just made her point. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah,
that's what we're saying, Candice.
But it's like he can't, but he thought he could. And that's what I'm trying to say is that a lot of parents think they can do something, but in the back of their mind, they know that it's wrong. But at it's yeah.
So the moral of the story: do not trust your children.
That part is true, kind of. That is not true.
Yeah,
I'm the one who's raised children in this panel. Yes, it's true. Don't trust them.
Just don't trust them.
Them little bitches will run out and do what they do. They'll do that. Trust me. I've snatched children on things. I'm like.
So now we're gonna have Sheila diving into the ocean to save Kelly. Is that what we're gonna have?
I think so, Tami.
Well, yes.
Did she swim with the missing toe?
I like this. Okay.
You gotta have all 10 toes to swim, James.
I don't think you.
I'm not sure the rules.
I'm not sure either. I don't know if you need all 10, but you can probably be okay.
Oh, I can't deal with this.
Candice, KKD says, but Candice, he kicked Harley out of the car. Never can forget that.
Yes, true.
Alan Michael.
That is true.
I know. I remember that, but also at the same time, see, we're not talking about Guy Light right now.
No, we're not.
This is Bold and Beautiful.
Judy Durham says, so glad Tami is back. We're okay with her. And then
yes,
she says, yeah, she's fine. His back was to Kelly and the ocean. I know. I'm saying that it was turned. I'm like,
I'm so mad.
I get if he was having a conversation with someone and then you can forget, but there was no reason for him to turn his back, and you can be on the phone and sorry.
Brooklyn Raina says,
thinking like, how is Sheila going to be the person to save Kelly? We got to figure something out.
Going to be the hero.
Says, Candice, you're 100% correct. So I guess these new parents, I'm a parent from 30 years ago, so it's a little different for me, I guess. So I don't know.
That's what I said. There's a different set of parents now that are raised because again, technology.
That's true.
We turn like the house could be on fire. I'm on Snapchat. Is Snapchat still a thing? I don't know, but like that's yeah.
All right, I'm being too harsh.
She needs to stop wearing sandals. See that in the chat?
They're cute shoes, though. She's wearing
they were cute.
She has very cute shoes.
She's looking so hot. She's looking gorgeous with a little scarf and hat.
I mean, it's online. I was saying, if you guys go to Kimberly Brown's Instagram, there's some beautiful pictures of her and Sean Kanan from over in Europe, and she's posted. Mm-hmm. They're really beautiful. They're both look, and Sean's my buddy, so he looks good. Okay, buddy. Now we're stopping. I know that's why we had to do the show, because you guys have actually brought this show back for me. So we're going to continue to do this show a little while. We won't be here next week, folks. I tell ladies we will not be here next week because actually Amanda will be in town, and I have some stuff to do that day. So I will not be here. We will not be here next week. We'll be back after that, the week after that, and the rest of August. But yes, we will be talking.
Oh man!
I will bring back Bold and Beautiful again. We'll bring back Candice again for Bold and Beautiful, so she can talk about that again with us. And I'm with you, Tami. Everybody's with Tami. Okay. But some people are with Candice. So I love that everybody's like, and 53 people are watching. Thank you so much. So thank you for making the show a hit for us again last week. And I see again this week. We appreciate it very much. Thank you, Mick Floyd, for this for the super chat. We appreciate that. Let everybody know. And also, we have a Facebook page, kids, and we have over 6,000 people who follow us. I did not realize that. So I'm posting more on there. It's the Bold and Beautiful Universe. Go over there. If you're not following us on Facebook, follow us there. I've been posting a lot more stuff because I didn't realize there's that many people there. So thank you, 6,000 people, over 6,000 people who are
That's
following us.
insane.
So I'm gonna try to do something good for you guys. I gotta think of something. I don't know what it is, because that's a lot, guys. That's just a lot. But anyway, so thank you for that. So follow us there. Bone Beautiful Universe on also on Instagrams. Daytime Today is still out there. I did a show on the whole Days of Our Lives stuff. Yeah, and Doug Davidson cleaning out his dressing room. Right, check
I
that
watched
out.
it.
You can check that out. Thank you. It's a great panel. Tami Gouveia, Amanda Russ, Candice Mack. You know where to find these people. Just go on Look how to go. And we'll see you next for Y&R. Give us about 15 minutes. We'll be back on for Y&R because we got